Okay, guys, welcome back to Battalion 83. We're gonna be talking about part two because I've had a lot of comments, and they've been telling me a lot of things about I didn't really talk about how you get to that level of getting bitches, right? I ended up with like you're either pretty, you're able to get to that level of prettiness, or you're just rich, right? So I didn't really answer the question. So we're gonna look at how that would turn out, right? So I would like to say in this world there are two types of people, right? We got guys that are naturally really pretty. Let's just say in this point we got John. Fucked up his eyes, but whatever. We got John. And then we got let's just say Waham. And Waham isn't as pretty as John, right? Like whatever. One of them I fucked up one of the characters, guys. Don't whatever. So we got my friend Lil Wilhelm, and Wilhelm, he's let's just say they're both tall. They're like 5'10", both equally like unequal in status, right? Like both of them are broke as fuck, but and let's just say they're both the same color. No ethnical like insults here, right? But let's just say John is prettier, right? John's a 8. 8 out of 10 is a pretty high score. My friend Will, he's a 5. But let's just say Will doesn't give a fuck. He's very charismatic. He's got Riz, right? It doesn't matter that John's an 8. Because if John's a pussy little nigga, then my friend Will he's gonna be like, yo, what's up? What's up? What's up, girl? Shit, my jizz. I don't know, something. And he's gonna be able to infiltrate the game. He's gonna be able to get in there. He's gonna be able to sneak in and get her. He's gonna be able to start conversation. So in reality, you don't even have to have game. You just have to develop your one-on-one talk, guys. And the prettier you are, though, the easier it is to get away with like saying some like freaky stuff, right? So it does give an advantage, right? But if you develop your one-on-one game, you're gonna be like Kobe. You're gonna be able to ISO, and in a one-on-one scenario, you're gonna be able to like look at this girl like, let's just say you're you're in a new class, right? You don't know anyone, and you see this girl. She's like all alone, and I don't know. You see like her pouch, and her pouch has like something that she likes. You're like, oh, you like Hello Kitty, and she goes, oh yeah, I used to like it. And then like, oh no, you say something like silly to make her laugh, or something like, oh yeah, I fuck with Hello Kitty. I don't know, something to get her to talk. And then like if she doesn't talk, like maybe if you're ballsy enough, if your cojones are big, you could just be like, oh, come on, girl, talk about yourself. I don't know. Like you gotta get them to talk about themselves so you can learn about them. Because they don't care. They don't give a fuck about you. Let's be honest. Unless you're a 10 out of 10 in their books. Freaking 6 foot. Pretty blonde, whatever tan, whatever color they like, whatever their type is. If you're that guy, then you could probably like get away with it. But like no girl's gonna come up to you. You gotta go up to them, guys, right? So the ISO game is very important. That one-on-one is the most important thing in the entire game. You can't just be shooting shots from half court, right? To a broken rim. Because you're gonna break. You're gonna get blocks. One Another very important part of the ISO is that it has to be an ISO. If, for example, right, you're here and then that girl's here, right? It's an easy transaction. You go straight up and you can ask her whatever you want as long as you know what you're gonna say and you're not feeling nervous, right? They can smell your fear. But let's just say now we got the big fridge. It's over. It's over. You might as well not. You're getting blocked. That play, you can't run around it. You can't run through it. You're getting blocked. This is some prime LeBron block. This is LeBron 2016 against the Warriors block. You're not gonna pass. All right. So the point is, you gotta develop your confidence. So it does lead back to where I started. If you can get your looks up, you're most likely to be confident. Not even You don't even have to go to the gym. Like, if you just wake up every morning and say in the mirror, I'm that fucking guy, you're gonna start believing it. You're gonna be like, I'm that fucking guy. And confidence is key. Like, you're gonna really make it out, guys. I'm telling you. So your confidence is up, your looks is up. Especially if it's a girl you've known for a bit. Like, she's gonna be like, oh damn, this guy's acne's up. He's like being more responsible, he's doing this. He's getting better. Improvement is good. And then you just gotta be social. You gotta talk to everybody. You gotta talk to Bob. You gotta talk to Frank. You gotta talk to Will. You gotta talk to John. You gotta talk to everybody. You gotta talk to Juan. Everybody. Everybody. You gotta talk to everybody. You gotta be like a web. You gotta be like like a spider, like Spider-Man. Splash, 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 splash. Talk to everybody. Not in a bad way or a way of malice, but the more people they think you know, the more popular you seem. The better at talking you can get, the more information you can gather, the more you can speak, the better you learn, right? So now that you're Spider-Man, you look solid. You're 7, you're 7 through an 8, right? Honestly, no one gives a 5 on a rating unless you're chocolate. Even though it's the middle, they don't give that rating, right? Yeah, your average height, whatever. But now you're confident, right? So you're up, and then now not only are you confident in what you're saying, you practice the art of maintaining a conversation to a point where now you can extend that to an even further. So now not only are you confident in what you're saying when you approach her, you're confident and you can extend the conversation and make it about her to the point where she's gonna be like, oh, you know what, this guy's pretty cool. Let me talk to him. Not everything needs to be in a way of like, oh, this is I'm gonna get with this girl. It's gonna work out. I'm gonna take her to the bed and she's gonna get pain. No, not everything has to be with malice. Because, guys, I'm gonna say this. This is the ultimate strat. If you can get the fat girl, right, and let her lose the pounds, that's the investment of the century. People talking about, let me go back and get some Bitcoin. Get the fat bitch before she was skinny. I'm telling you right now, it's the strat. It's the ultimate strat. Nothing beats it. They were at the bottom of the barrel, and you raised them up. Now they're yours. Sure, there's a small chance she might leave, right? But you know, they're at the bottom of the barrel. Now they get skinny. They climb back up. So now you're still where you were, right? If this was an sorry guys, I don't know why it doesn't work. Okay, so like if this was a chart and she started off here, right? You're a constant. You're gonna be like up here. Let's just say like you're always in this line, right? So she's gonna start steadily going up as she loses weight, right? There's gonna be a part where maybe she starts to be higher ranked than you, right? But no, that's not bad. That means people are gonna be like, oh my god, how did you pull her? They're not gonna remember the past. You're gonna look at her now and be like, god damn. And if they do know the past, they're gonna be like, god damn, this guy has vision. This guy knows what he's doing. And even if you don't get with her and you become friends with her, you have the fat girl on your side. You ISO. Now that you have the fat friend as your friend, it's an ISO. You're all alone. You got that. You're done. You put that straightforward. It's easy buckets. Easy buckets. It's like Messi facing the goalkeeper on his own. It's a guaranteed goal. There's nothing she can do because now she's on your side. If anything, she could be feeding you information. I'm talking about experience. I've had this. They can feed you information. But it's even better when you make both of them fall in love with you. Because now not only do you have the rising star, but you have the other girl that's also up there. What the fuck are you doing? Guys, help! Please help! No! He's coming! No! Why are you recording?